teacher. Today we are going to start a topic with class 8 chapter 6 colonialism and the cities, that is the story of imperial city. Now when we are talking about the word colonialism, when you have heard the word colonialism means something related to colony. Colony doesn't mean the area where you are residing or a city and a particular area or a building or a locality or a society where you are living. When we are talking about the word colony, here the colony is a territory that has been captured by big or dominating countries. यानी कि if a country has captured enslaved, किसी बड़े और ताकतवर देश ने किसी छोटे देश को जब अपना गुलाम बना लिया हो या जबरदस्ती कब्जा कर लिया और वो बन जाती है उसकी कॉलोनी, इट बिकम्स इट्स कॉलोनी. Now next topic coming to us is cities under colonial rule. Colonial rule, those big countries, how did they rule these cities? When these dominating or big countries captured these small or weak territories, countries or state, how did they rule on them? What was the system they started employing, or what was the system they started doing in this colonial cities? In West modern world, industrialization started. Coming with the advent of 18th and 19th century, industrialization started. Industrialization means the building of industries. When we are talking about industrialization, that is building of industries. When the starting of industry started, the demand for works, labors, everything started. By 19th and 20th century, the two main leading centers were Leeds and Manchester. These two cities, you can see Leeds and Manchester, these cities are in Britain. These are British cities which developed because of this industrialization. This was a cotton producing center, and Leeds was also second time cotton producer center. Same, when these towns grew as industrial towns, how can India be not affected by this cause? In India also, Calcutta, Bombay and Madras became the presidency cities. When we are talking about presidency, presidency means important cities. Previously, with the time period of Mughals or with the 15th, 14th century, India used to have important cities, that is of Machilipatnam or Masulipatam, Surat and Srirangapatnam. These cities were of important trading centers or important towns by the centuries from 14 to 17 or starting of 18th century. But slowly and slowly, as and when the advent, the coming of imperial or colonial rule. In India, the colonial or imperial rule or imperial leaders of India were Britishers. With the advent of Britishers, they changed the important centers or industrial centers or their industrial hub, Calcutta, Bombay and Madras. Because the new cities came into being to be the major centers by the Britishers, the decline of these three cities started. And it is very clear, when the decline of the cities happens or occurred, the people has to suffer. So the people of Machilipatnam, Surat and Srirangapatnam has to face many drawbacks, like they had to lose their jobs, or the trading centers which they had, they went to loss. Some of the people have to leave these cities and go to other cities to earn their livelihood or to establish their business centers. local people who settled along the industries, like small laborers, cook, cleaners, sweepers. These also have to either move to different places in search of job, or they have to lead some other occupation other than they used to utilize this occupation. Coming to the imperial city, when we are talking about, is New Delhi. You all know New Delhi is a capital of our country, and it is a administrative as well as political center also, where all the political matters are discussed. Supreme Court is also established here. Now during the imperial period, Britishers period, what changes happened in New Delhi? Basically it was Delhi. Before becoming Delhi, it was Shah Jahanabad. Now the historical imperial city became dusty in the 19th century. When we are talking about the word dusty, dusty, धूल से भरा हुआ. This occurred because of industrialization. Industrialization, it became dusty because the people of that locality started with their industrialization policy. Plus, Delhi has been the capital for more than 1000 years. So if a capital city is there, people automatically get gathered out, collect out in city hub, major city. Now, where is Delhi located? We come to know left bank of river Yamuna. Delhi is at the bank of river Yamuna, and 14 capital cities in 60 square meter. 14 capital cities means New Delhi is one city, we know, but a city New Delhi has been divided into many different parts. You can see city has been divided into many different parts, and these different parts are made, any of the part has been selected and made as capital. That is why they have mentioned 14 capital cities. You can see from the map that different cities, 14 cities, 14 capital cities means in New Delhi itself it has been made 14 capital cities in, and they are mentioned 16 square miles. 16 square miles is the area of Delhi itself. So that is why they have used word 14 capital cities in 60 square meter. It was built by Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan is a Mughal emperor. Shah Jahan is a Mughal emperor, and when the city was built by Shah Jahan, it was named as Shah Jahanabad. Because, again I am repeating, because the city was built by Shah Jahan, that is why it was called Shah Jahanabad. You can see how the Shah Jahanabad looked at many years ago. Next, it became a center of Sufi culture. When we are talking about Sufi culture, this culture is an Islamic culture, Muslim culture. And because India has been ruled by Mughal empires since 1526, with the coming of Babur in India after the third battle of Panipat, so from that time period till actual end of Mughal Empire, that was in 1857 by Bahadur Shah Zafar. This time period was actually the Mughal time period. We can see many monuments, buildings which have been constructed by these Mughals, having a Mughal culture, Mughal architecture, Mughal features. It became a center of Sufi culture. Similarly, when we are having a large part of contribution by the Mughals, by the Muslims, similarly this was also a center of Sufi culture. Several dargahs, khanqahs and eidgahs were there. Dargah, tomb of Sufi leaders or kings, जहाँ पर उनको दफनाया जाता है. Khangas, where they used to discuss and decide their meetings. Eidgahs, where they used to recite their prayers towards the God, like namaz, praying namaz. By the 19th century, many Britishers lived with the wealthy Indians here. New Delhi, as you know, has been capital for 1,000 years and became an important center for the political matters and administrative matters. So the Britishers also started living in Delhi as a mark of wealthy thoughts, and on the whole they also wanted to show their supremacy, like the Indians are wealthy, so these people are also wealthy. What did the other things they do? They wanted to themselves seep inside the Indian culture, and they wanted to make themselves mix up with the Indians. So what they did, they learned Urdu and Persian because of Mughal period. Their language was Urdu or Persian. Their court language was Urdu and Persian. So they learned Urdu and Persian culture and also involved themselves in local festivals. The local festivals which Indians celebrated. The main cause of the Britishers was to follow this policy was to make Indians feel that Britishers are among themselves only, and these inferior rulers are not in India to harm or to affect their life centers, what they wanted to prove. And basic cause was something else. Thank you.